Hi, this is Nick and Chris here at SaratogaWine.com, and we are talking about some Italians today from the north in the Veneto, right?
Yep. So this is an interesting project that I learned about through Wine Spectator. It was an interview with Stefano Inama of Inama Vineyards in the Veneto. And he was raving about how much he loved Carmenere, which is a rare grape in Italy, although it's around there. But he just fell in love with this vineyard site that had some Carmenere, decided to do like kind of a deep dive into where it grows well, why it grows well. He stated that the limestone in the vineyards really made the Carmenere shine. So where there's limestone heavy vineyards, Carmenere is beautiful. If it's not limestone, he plants something else.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, and you always get that freshness and minerality from limestone in the soils. And Carmenere originates from where, Chris?
Bordeaux.
There you go.
So what I loved about the article, it wasn't just the Wine Spectator saying, this guy's wines are great, you should buy them, look at all these scores. It really was him showing his passion for Carmenere in the Veneto. It's a great read if you can get it on their website.
Cool.
And then we were fortunate, I reached out to the local sales rep and said, can we try these? And he was not surprised that I asked for a weird Italian red wine,
but
so
I gotta
we got
tell
to check them out.
It's a beautiful trio of wines here, and we're going to run through them real quick for you. The first one is the Piu, and that is predominantly Carmenere mixed with Merlot. So I knew that the Veneto, grew a fair amount of Merlot. I had no idea that they grew Carmenere, so this is really fascinating.
There's a real kind of Cabernet Franc note to this, and it clearly builds as you get more. These are more and more Cab Franc.
That would be my first guess. Yeah, I mean.
It really plays well with the Merlot. Like I love the aromatics of the Cab Franc.
Yeah.
That green bell pepper, that spice with
almost like a roasted red pepper too.
Yeah. It's a good call.
And certainly just an overall peppery note, some red fruits, obviously, a nice strawberry cherry character to it. To me, it almost reminds me of a cross between Bordeaux and say like Chile.
Sure. Yeah. Because if there's a national grape of Chile, it's Carmenere. I didn't know how much I loved Carmenere, but now I'm really getting a feel for it.
And then moving on to the next one, this is the Bradissimo. And this one is Carmenere and Cabernet Sauvignon. So a bit more Cabernet in this one. We have about 70% to the 30% Carmenere.
Even as just the accent grape, you can totally pick it up.
Yeah, but wow, what a nose, huh? Jeez.
If you told me this was Bordeaux, I'd believe you.
Man, that's beautiful. Bright red fruits coming through here, some raspberry notes, cherry tobacco, cola, really complex.
Again, I always talk balance. Everything is playing well together. It's got plenty of tannic structure, lots of great fruit. Like you said, red fruit, raspberries, cherries, strawberries, and then a nice acidic lift at the end there.
Yeah, I mean, great acid too.
Keeps it from being too heavy.
I would say, bar none, that both of these so far drink well above their price point.
Oh no, they're a great deal.
That's a serious wine.
Yeah, he's probably not making a ton of money off his Carmenere from Italy, right?
But you know what? He should, because these are absolutely beautiful. And for the last one in the lineup here, we have the Oratorio. So this is actually 100% Carmenere, and he considered this his reserve bottling. So.
Right. And again, so where this comes from, the majority of the soil type in the vineyard is limestone. It seems to be limestone is the key for him in producing fine Carmenere.
Right, so this is going to be coming from the real sweet spots, probably the best barrels.
Yeah. Carmenere often plays a supporting role in a lot of blends, certainly in South America and Chile. Yeah. But to have 100% Carmenere from Italy is
in blending, historically, that's what the Bordelais did, right? I mean, they knew that the sum were greater than the parts.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
So nowadays we're able to kind of extract that a little bit more. You see, kind of 100% Cabernets from Napa. That's pretty popular. Yeah. So this is kind of on a rare occasion you'll get some of those big 100% Merlots from Italy. Right. But they have 100% Carmenere. That's brave.
It's the only one I've ever had.
I got to tell you, that's stunning.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
That is
wine.
an absolutely beautiful wine. Wow.
Again, I get a very Cab Franc green bell
pepper,
tobacco,
roasted pepper,
yeah,
tobacco, cherry cola.
but so much fruit involved as well.
Wow, that is lovely.
What would you eat with that?
I mean, I would probably go bold. I'm thinking steaks for sure, but think of like a steak au poivre, to really kind of highlight the pepper.
Yeah.
Almost like a stuffed pepper would be kind of cool
Right,
too.
oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
To really play off of that. You could go lamb for sure.
Duck would work.
Ooh, duck, yeah.
Yeah, these are a beautiful set of wines that I just
for sure.
weren't on our radar. Thank God Wine Spectator does the legwork and we do the homework and we bring it to you.
I wonder if you could do some barbecue with that though too.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of bring out those like mesquite notes.
Yeah.
This is an awesome lineup. If you're unfamiliar with the Inama wines, I mean, we were more familiar with their whites, which are great
We
values.
sell a ton of them.
Yeah, absolutely. These are a stunning set of wines that, present such value.
Yeah.
This would easily drink over $100 a bottle anywhere else.
Yeah.
These are excellent on way under 50. So, give them a try. If you love Italian wines, these should be on your list.
It's worth giving them a look.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find them here. Cheers.
Enjoy.